Dimp Digital Presents Idle Game Chat.
Hello, Apps here from Dimp Digital. Welcome to Idle Game Chat. This is the weekly video games podcast where we give our impressions of the games that you can play today and react to the latest news from the wonderful world of video games. We are here every Monday on your favourite podcast app and YouTube, absolutely free. This week, I am joined by the free-time Dimp Digital Gaming Quiz Champion. It's Tom Adkins, not Adcock. How's it going?
Three-time champion, one-time COVID sufferer.
Yeah.
Riddled
with it. So last week Adkins was booked in, penciled in to return after the Euro break we had, and unfortunately, well, I'll let you tell the story if you wish to, he was struck down. Delta variant.
The waving, COVID, given to me by one Sutton if he's listening. I want answers. Where's he been? Went missing.
Yeah. So you weren't very well for a period of time, and obviously with not that we do these in person, but I remember I messaged you on the Sunday, and I was like, "Are you actually feeling all right?" And he was like, "Nah, I want to put my feet up."
Like 2 or 3 days, I was absolutely poor, and then the rest was all right. Just a bit tired and just meh. But
the sickness,
1 or 2 days.
Well, the sickness for you is it's moved back your second jab now. You've got to wait 28 days, haven't you, from when you tested positive or whatever it is.
Yeah, so I've got to wait till the end of August now. Fucking hell.
Be new variants there lurking for you to catch. So
exactly.
If you were wondering where he was, that's where he was last week. Adcock decided to step in. I was going to put a classic episode up, and I thought, you know what? I'll see if Pac-Man's around. Like, no. Gave him absolutely zero notice, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm free now if you want." And I was like, "Cool, I'm not even ready, so I had to get in order." But he doesn't have a camera, so the video crowd do sometimes get a bit annoyed about that. But there is a little face that I put up of him topless with his headset on. he loves that picture. He kept saying, "Well, we'll use another one." I'm like, "Well, I'll get a video, and then we can do that."
Take a gif of him and just have that playing.
It should do. It's like a looped video. That would look quite nice. But we're back again. 2 weeks running, so I think that's it now. We've got one more bank holiday coming up in August, I believe, and that'll be the break. And then towards the back end of the year, we'll break as well for Christmas or whatever. But full steam ahead now, and we're in a post E3 2021 world. We did do our highlights and our sort of sideways look at that a few weeks back. It wasn't one of the best ones, as we'd said, but there was a lot of games there, and we'd always planned to do a post E3 gaming hype list update. Now, for those that don't know, these are 20 games that Adkins and I have curated and put together for a hype list. So we rank them 1 to 20, and these are going to be the games that we, just us two, are most looking forward to that have not arrived yet. So a few spaces have opened up since we last met, which I think was in April. We've got precise, I think there's 1, 2, is it 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 spaces if we don't relegate anything out of it. And there's lots of games that were kind of blown out at E3 that might fancy their chances on that. I thought it'd be a good idea to just go through some of the games that were on the list and were taken off or had come out. So first one was Hitman 3. We had that ranking at number 7 on our first episode, or first hype list, which was January the 4th. That scored an 86, so not a bad effort from us there, I don't think. Got it in the top 10, and it's produced a very nice score, which would have been any fantasy gaming league team would have fancied a bit of that. So ticking the box for us there. Next one's The Medium. Now, not so good. We had this at 16, and it was a 75 when I last looked. I think it might have even gone down again. And that's not our best work there. We try and get over 8s, don't we? 80 is what we're after. That's what we're in the business for here.
Yeah, anything below is 2.
Monster Hunter Rise, that was number 9. and that went on in February, I think, post the completion of
a late one. I remember that. We forgot about it. Cool. Actually, that better go up.
Bagged itself a nice 88, so that's a good one there. Resident Evil Village. Cool. So that was number 3 on our list, quite high. 84, 83, that's sitting on. So again, hit the mark there. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, number 4, 88. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, number 5, 88. Returnal, number 6, 86. That was a late one, 26th of April. We bumped that on, saw the previews and went, bah! Put that on there because all the previews were strong. And here's the real blower. And there's only one man responsible for this, and spoiler alert, it ain't me. Number 20. So it was propping up the table, which is fine, but it was still on there. And people may query us for even having it on there, but Mario Golf Super Rush.
Oh, I thought it would have done better than it did, to be fair.
Well,
yeah.
Unfortunately, Hall sat through and played the campaign on this and was not impressed. And
brave Marshall.
He's a brave Marshall for getting that one at full price early doors.
You got to play as a me character as well. Can't even
and it's I might get Hall on just to speak about in a future episode. Not just that, we'll find something interesting to talk about as well. But I'll definitely bring that up. But I believe a lot of the campaign's based on the Rush golf, where you have to fucking hold the fucking ball as quick as possible. It's not based on strokes. I think a lot of it's based on that, but that ends up with 72, which isn't good enough at this level. And then we binned Hogwarts Legacy, so that got just scrapped off it, which is fine. We may have a few more later today. Here's some notable games that we actually missed. So Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, 89, so we didn't have that on there. Near Replicant, 83. It Takes Two, Faris completely ignored with an 88. And a very recent one that came out in the last week or so, Death's Door. Can't say I was even familiar with that, but that's an 88. So there's a couple we've missed. We're not going to capture them all.
Pokemon.
No, exactly. We have to do what we can, can't we? But we've got 5 spaces, but we've also got 15 games in here. And I think the first port of call is there's an order here. Let's run through what we've got.
Yeah.
Number 1, God of War Ragnarok. Okay. Number 2, Horizon Forbidden West. Spaces 3, 4, 5, and 6 are blank, so we could move stuff up or put new stuff in. 7 is Breath of the Wild 2, still don't know the real name of that. 8, Final Fantasy 16. 9, Senua's Saga 2, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. 10, Dying Light. 11, Avowed. 12, Far Cry 6. 13, Halo Infinite. 14, Kenner, Bridge of Spirits. I shook my head as I said Far Cry 6. Pokemon Legends Arceus. 16, Gotham Knights. 17, Beyond Good and Evil 2. 18, The Callisto Protocol. Cool, now what? 19, Fable.
Ooh.
So that's what we've got on there. I didn't know we had Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm surprised.
What did I didn't even know it was still a thing.
Fucking vaporware. I think, to be honest, at the start of the year, there wasn't a great deal to pick from, in my view. And I think we just made the best of it we could. So I've got a list of games here that have either been announced or a bit more information has come out since we last met. And we'll do it. Right, let's start at the top, actually.
Oh, I was going to go the opposite, but go on.
Well,
I phased you.
God of War Ragnarok. It ain't coming this year. It's been delayed. And here's the new information that has kicked off and upset certain people. It's coming to PS4 as well. Does the combination of a delay and it also being compromised by the PS4 knock it off top spot or give us, something to think, right, what is really going on here? Or is it still got? Are we still trusting Corey to deliver?
Yeah. Still. I don't know. Let me get me there. I'm going to have to look up my phone again. Hold up.
It's all right. It's not like we're live.
There we go. I don't have to keep looking. Right. See, for me, no, I still think it stays top, even though the only one that would be now Horizon, but that suffers from the same brain hemorrhage.
It does, yeah. I would agree with that. I don't think there's anything on the list now that would knock that off that I've seen that I'm like super like I have to have this. So we're going to leave that and perhaps leave those two. We'll see.
Yeah, for now, I think they could stay there for now.
Yeah. Okay, we won't meddle with the list as it is. We'll just put new stuff in and see what's going on. I'm tempted. Right, does anything need to come out of this? So the only thing there's a couple of things I'm looking at that might want to. I'm going to just bolden for taking out potentially. Gotham Knights, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm tempted to say Hellblade 2 and Avowed, but
yeah, yeah,
they could be suffered. I'm just going to highlight. I'm not going to make a decision yet.
No.
But let's crack on with some of the games that could go on the list.
Yeah, some good ones.
Metroid Dread going in big with Nintendo. Now, it surely has to go on the list.
Yeah.
The question is, where are you going to fucking want to dump this?
I'd put it as high as 5th, I reckon.
5th?
Yeah, 5th.
So you want this 2D toot, you're telling me?
Give me 2D to 10. Been in the making for 16 years.
I know. I hope no one's been working it that long, but it certainly was surfacing all those years ago. So based on that, you want to put it at 5, which I'm not against. You're hyped for this then?
Yeah, I'm very hyped for this, to be honest. This is my Switch saviour.
How many of these 2D outings have you played? Have you played a proper? No.
I've never played a Metroid game, I don't think. Played a bit of Super Metroid on that little emulator that you get on the Switch.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then and a bit of an original OG as well.
Yeah.
I played a little tiny bit on an emulator as well, Metroid Prime, but literally like 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just looked like the franchise. It's something I'd like to get into. I just wish they did like remasters of them, but I don't know. This one, it looks really good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the Switch's big title for this year now. For the rest of it,
yeah, they seem to used a lot of it in the promotion of that OLED.
Well, yeah, the colour of the new the white looks a bit like the robot that's chasing old Samus around. So
another amiibo to get as well.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be hard to get as well. So you better fucking pre-order everything, otherwise you won't be getting that. So we'll slot it in number 5. I think that's fair.
5 could still move, but for now,
it sits in there. It's not knocked anyone off. There's no one getting armed, so we're not worried. Next one could be a quick one. Could be just chucked in the bin or put on the maybe pile. Life is Strange: True Colors.
Yeah.
I would say this is my opinion. I like those games.
No, you like them games.
I'm going to say put it in the maybe pile and come back to it later if there's room. Like if it's between that and Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'll put it on. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like one of those earmarked ones. But for now, I don't think it's going to go in the top 10. No. And to put it in at 20 just seems silly. So we'll put that to the side for now.
Yeah.
Back 4 Blood, Game Pass, day 1.
Oh, yes.
Basically Left 4 Dead 3.
Yeah.
Does this make it on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Already we knew about this, didn't we? Already.
We did, but to be fair, we didn't know it was coming Game Pass, and that may well have incentivised.
Yeah, I'd say that has. As high as 6 or...
That's the thing. Is it as high as 6 or is it above Breath of the Wild 2, Final Fantasy 16? I mean, it's coming this year, so it will give over its spot later. Are you going to sit down and play it? Is the top 10?
I'd like to. I was even sniffing at playing Left 4 Dead the other day. Actually, looking cool. Looking at the list, I'd probably replace it with Hellblade.
What, and take Hellblade out?
Drop Hellblade down 1.
Oh, okay.
Down 1. Or no, I'm more hyped for Dying Light 2.
Yeah.
Maybe underneath Dying Light, can we put it into 11th and drop everything down?
Yeah, that can be done quite easily.
That and then there's definitely some of them are coming out, but
Back 4 Blood installed at number 11.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah, that's
easy.
Range.
Next one's a biggie. Elden Ring.
Ooh. That's difficult for me. I'm gonna have to.
Four-player co-op. It could be the saviour.
Yeah, in that in mind, go 3. I was going to go 4, but there's another game I want in at 4, which you probably won't agree with.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. Elden Ring installed. Yeah, look, if the co-op side of it comes through, that's a number 3 without question. Has to be.
Yeah, most people.
If it turns to be bollocks and it's like that old, ring the bell, you can only do sections together, I'm going to be like, right.
That tenants start kicking and it gets triple harder than it should be.
I don't mind that, Adkins. We can share the misery. So.
That is the golden abyss that we can then help each other.
Excellent.
Get fucking, what's his name in here? Salmon.
The
real fucking.
We'll get Miyazaki in for an interview. And go, look, you've directed this stuff. You tell us what it's like. He won't come on the show, I don't think. Don't think he even speaks English. Any case, Elden Ring installed number 3, solid. Yeah. Next one. Now I can't believe it wasn't. Well, I can believe it wasn't on the list to start with because we didn't know fuck all about it. It was just a screen. Yep. But it's Starfield.
Oh yeah.
It's got to go on there for sure. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got to go on.
We've got a release date and in-engine tut, but you know, there's stuff on there that ain't even had that.
I'd put that number. See, I am hyped for it, but I still feel there ain't much info on what it is.
Don't trust them, do you?
Nah.
They ain't made a great game in 10 years, and it'll be 11 years by the time this comes out. I keep saying it, and people keep getting annoyed. I'm telling you the facts. Fallout 4 is not a great game. And Fallout 76...
That is true.
Skyrim, the last great game they made. Can they do it again 11 years later? It was fucking Todd lost his bollocks.
We'll get it on PS5.
Yeah.
There you go. Where'd it go?
I think top
echelon.
Look, I see things like Hellblade sitting at 9, and I just think, how's it got in there that high?
Yeah, see, that needs lowering.
So I'd be happy to slot it in under Breath of the Wild 2, under Final Fantasy.
Above Dying Light 2.
Above Dying Light 2, I think that's fair.
Yeah, go on then. I mean, once it comes out, it's gonna start going up. I think it's just that.
Well,
I don't have enough information yet.
No, but this is it. The hype train can start now for this because we've finally got a working release date. They've acknowledged that it's not just a lie.
Exclusive. So this is like, apart from Halo Infinite, this is their second biggest exclusive, isn't it?
This will be one of their, if not the biggest next year.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Once things out, then this is the moolah, isn't it?
So here's the problem: if we slot it in where we want to put it, so number 9, we will. If we don't do any Jimmy in, we will get rid of Fable.
Oh, I'm happy for that to go. That's still. Well, there's more. There's probably games more I'd get rid of.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We've got
Beyond Good and Evil more than Fable. Really.
So we'll get rid of that, shall we?
Yeah, get rid of that.
Get rid of that old shit, and we'll put Fable in. Shall I put Callisto Protocol up 1 or Fable above? No, we'll keep it as it was. Fable goes at 20 now.
I thought that was going to be Dead Space.
Yeah.
We've been already done it under your nose, but no, we got 2 of the bastards coming.
No, exactly. Next one. This is where it might get bloody. 12 minutes. Ooh. It's got Willem Dafoe in it. It's got Daisy in it. It's got McAvoy in it.
Is it Ridley? Is she in?
Yeah. I don't know what. So we said. I don't know where they got the money from. Wow.
Who's doing it?
No idea. I'll look it up. But I don't think it's a well-known studio, is what I'd say.
Oh, they've just got the fucking boys in.
They've got it. It's coming day and date in Game Pass. Yeah.
Snaps.
It's just the one fella, Luis Antonio, apparently.
Oh, that Crocs, mate. He does the wheels.
He does the wheels. And Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, yeah.
Yeah, I want this on the list, and it'll mean sacrificing something, though.
Yeah, I'm happy to sacrifice, even though I am hyped for it, but because it's now been delayed and there's been no more information, I'm happy to replace it with Gotham Knights.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of it, because I think that will be back, and that will come back.
That
on
will
the
come
list,
back to.
I'm not even thinking of that anymore. Same as Hogwarts. That's already gone, isn't it?
Yeah, we've already sacked that off.
So that's the same thing. That will be back and will be talked about. But as far as I'm concerned, I ain't interested. If it ain't got a fucking queue, if it ain't got a queue when it's coming out, get out.
Excellent. So 12 minutes goes to number 18. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Will it survive? We'll see. Next one, Psychonauts 2.
Now, you might have to take the wing on this because I have no hype for this whatsoever, as I've never played it.
My view is it needs to go on the list. We're missing a great opportunity.
Yeah, big exclusive. I've not even looked at it. I don't know. All I know is it's got weird little characters.
Yeah, they are weird little characters.
Schaefer's
Kickstarted project. I mean, it has been in development fucking ages. It's the only thing that gives me pause, but it's coming relatively soon. It'll be Game Pass day and date. Like I tried to play the first one. It's too old. It plays like garbage. But the levels and the ideas and the writing's really good. And I feel like it'll be modernised. It'll feel like a modern game, and that will make it excellent. So
I was talking about it. He's been playing it. Apparently, he's got given some build. Phil.
Who's this? Phil.
Our friend of the show, Phil. Yeah. He was on the funny podcast. And he said that he's been playing it for the last month as he's been given a beta fucking test or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said like it's good, but it's to that point now where he doesn't want to go any further because he wants to play the full game.
Wants his achievements.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He wants that 1,000.
He did actually say that. Yeah, so it's got to be close. So yeah, maybe that should go on.
I don't know if well, here's the problem. Something's going to have to come off, or it goes in quite high, and then we're just delaying the inevitable of knocking something off.
Yeah. I'm happy as it's actually got a release date. I'm happy to take Fable off. Don't know about you. Or is that too much of a statement? I'll say I don't really know this one.
This is
got zero input on this one. I'm sure if I start looking into it, it might hype, but I've not even bothered to look at it yet.
The Ratchet and Clank killer, they call it.
Oh.
I don't know if people are going to do that. They probably will if it comes. It will be on PlayStation as well. Interestingly, it's going to have a Xbox One edition and Xbox One X, Series X, Series S edition as well, PS4 edition, but no PS5. Ooh. So Phil's pulled the plug on that, I reckon, and gone, you can have it because you already agreed, but you're not having the next gen. I ain't financing that because I think the Kickstarter was for PS4 and Xbox One, so they fulfilled. Was it Kickstarter or Fig? I think it was Fig actually. That like investor type thing.
Fig.
But there'll be no PS5 native version of it. I believe that means there's no 1440p. It'll just be 1080/60. But there you go. I mean, look, if I had my way, and sometimes I don't get it, I'd look. What's going on with Hellblade?
Right, all over Iceland.
They're not. It was absent at E3. They put it on that little extra bit.
I'm happy to certainly lower it or get rid of it. It's very high for something that hasn't got anything.
No, I'm taking it off. I'm punishing it for just being in Iceland too long. Yeah. They're not doing enough. It feels too far out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we ain't got shit.
So what I might do is I'll move Dying Light so it breaches the top 10.
Yeah.
I've Back for Blood so it breaches the top 11. Oh, fuck. I've fucked the spreadsheet. Oh, dear. Disaster live on air. Okay. And I'm going to slot it in above Avowed. I'm going to take...
Yeah. Another one.
Give it some safety. So that's that. Kick it. Bang. Oh. Good. That's one I definitely wanted on. The rest, I'm just looking down the list now. It can all rot in hell. So I've succeeded.
Yeah.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
What happened? Something happened to this the other
day. Delay news. Yeah.
Right, get that.
2022. I think this is a no.
Yeah, not a chance.
It looked like Toot when we last saw it, and it's been delayed.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird Bethesda games that's coming to PlayStation first.
Oh, that's right.
And only for PlayStation for probably a year. And the second one of that package is Deathloop. Now, we've seen a lot of this game. We've seen more than...
Yeah, that's... Niffer-mooning, isn't it? Yeah. Certainly that one deserves to be on there more. But I'd say no to...
Ghostwire Gone.
Dead.
What about Deathloop then? Because let's not kick around the bush.
Deathloop, that does. I've got to say, the last... We had that... Ujibber flip, didn't we?
Little state of play, wasn't it? And that was the highlight of it.
That's it. Yeah, that did boost it up. Trouble is, there's still some big games coming up, and this list is getting quite thin.
I mean, could we take something off like Avowed? I mean, we've mentioned it.
Yeah, see, Avowed is another one that's very high for.
It went missing. Stuff that's gone missing in E3.
Yeah, that should be taken off really, because we ain't seen anything.
So it's going to come off for now. It'll be back, I'm sure of it.
Is Final Fantasy 16. Didn't get any of that.
I know, but it's Final Fantasy 16, mate.
Yeah. Can't touch that.
Legacy title. Legacy. I'm going to put it in at 13 then. I'm just going to replace it with Avowed. Deathloop on. It's above Far Cry 6. I don't know how you feel about that. We can reshuffle this later. We'll get them on the list, and then we'll have one last look through all the slots and go, right, what's going on here? Next one. It could be a straight swap, but I feel like these projects are both in the exact same point of development almost. They're going to come out very close to each other, and they're going to be fighting for that same audience. We only saw it this past week.
Cool.
EA fucking Play Live. Big Austin... Is it Creed? His name is Xavier Woods. What's his real name?
Xavier Woods. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, it is Austin.
Is that his real name? Because that is a great name. If that is legit.
Xavier Woods. Is that his?
That's his wrestling name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Austin Watson. Apparently.
Not as good. I thought it was Creed, so that's the good. But he revealed to us that the project is no longer rumour and innuendo. It exists. Dead Space, the remake. Now, we've got a few details on this. Motif will be developing it, Motif Studio. So that was actually the studio that Jade Raymond set up at EA, I think, to do the Star Wars game.
Man.
Yeah, and then they fucking shit all over it, and it's gone now. So here's what we've got. Motif are doing it. Here's what they've got their fingers over. Star Wars Battlefront 2 in collaboration with DICE and Criterion Games. So that was like a freeway project. And then they did go off and do that Squadrons. I don't know if you've played that yet.
Got bought it, and now it's fucking on everything for free.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Not ideal. So Dead Space is going to be their next game. It's going to be a remake, ground up jobby, next gen only, no compromises. Motif saying, look, you're having your ray trace reflections and you're going to fucking eat it up. Now, my view, it's the other thing. The only thing I'm apprehensive of is that we've just taken off Gotham Knights, Senua's Saga, Avowed, and I reckon this as well is going to be released around the same time as these. It's a long way out. We're talking 2023 earliest.
True. Although the Callisto protocol still exists on there.
It does. So that's what we could have both of them on there, or one or the other. It's like, who do you trust more?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm more hyped for Dead Space than this Callisto protocol, even though it does look the same sort of thing.
So yeah, right. Callisto protocol's off.
Right, swap it for this.
We'll put Dead Space on. Stick with the IP, which might be a mistake, but I don't know how long it'll survive on their Dead Space. It'll probably survive this round, but I think when we don't hear anything for 18 months, we're going to be like, right, what are we doing here? So that's that. That's gone at number 19. Again, we can reshuffle this and protect it later on, but we'll see how it goes. Next one, Pee-wee's favourite. This is what he's been waiting for. Battlefield 2042. No campaign. But we have this little portal mode where you can make your own fucking rules, basically. You can make your own game modes. You can't change the maps, but you can set up like 100 World War II soldiers against a squad of like 6 modern soldiers because the weapons are all going to be different. So it's there for the community. It'll keep the game fresh, but it is going to be multiplayer only. 70 big boys as well is the rumour. It's not our jam, this sort of game, but Battlefield, I feel like out of all of them, I've always loved Battlefield more than, not loved, I've always preferred to play them just because they're chaos. Now, is there enough chaos to get it on this fucking list, or is it a maybe pile, or is it an outright get rid?
I think like, I don't know, it should, but I feel like the games. This is our list.
It is.
It is. I don't know if it's got the moolah to get on. You know, I didn't like. There was no. I mean, I was looking at 5, but I think Battlefield 1 was the last one I played. I don't know. There's nothing for me on here. I'd say personally a maybe pile.
Yeah, that's where I just put it there, like before you started rambling. I thought that's where I'm thinking. We'll put it there, and we'll come back to it later if there's room, or maybe we'll have clearer heads later on. So it has been crapped on in a way, but they haven't really earned.
You never know.
If this game wasn't coming to Game Pass at some point, because it will, because it's part of the EA stable and the EA games come 6 to 12 months after, I would never ever play it. I'd never pay money for it. The fact that it's going on there gives it just a little bit of a chance that in 6 months I may play it. 2042 on the maybe pile, could be back. Next one, the game we saw the most of probably at E3, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yes,
but look rough as dog shit. So are we going to punish it for that?
It did. Now I think it should go in.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm thinking.
Go on.
Below Halo Infinite, above Kenner.
Above Kenner. Yeah.
Pokemon.
So we could do one or two things. We could make our lives easier and move everything up, so there's no. Yeah. So I'm going to put. So Metroid Dread's going to be preliminary 4. Breath of the Wild's going to get a big promotion up to 5, but we'll revisit. Guardians can then go in where you wanted it, so that'll go in at 14. So above Kenner, below Halo, correct?
Yeah.
That gives us a little. I mean, we haven't got to cut anything off just yet. Fable clinging on for its dear life, but.
I thought. Well, no, bar level 3 is the only empty space now, is it?
Yeah, well, what I've done is I've moved everything up, and now the number 20 is just listed there, so we will come back and revisit. Yeah. Okay. He's not happy with that, but that's what's happened. Stalker 2.
Oh.
I've just played the Metro trilogy.
You just have to come in the Metro trilogy. Did look good. Was there gameplay in that? There was.
Quite a bit, actually.
It did look bloody good. I've got to say, August, remember correctly. Oh, there's so many games.
No, there's still more to come.
Now,
I've got another, not including this, I've got another 30 games. I mean, we will start rifling through them, but Stalker 2. Now, look, there is a spare spot on there. It could just jump in and go at 20. We're just kicking the issue down the fucking road, though. It's going to come back and bite us in about 6 minutes, I reckon, because there'll be a game that we want to put on, and we'll be like, oh, no, we've got to take it off.
Yeah, that's true. Stick it on for now.
We'll stick it on for now, and the problem will rear its head in precisely 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice easy one here. Redfall. Binned. Bye.
Yeah, Tata, no. I don't know what it is.
Don't know what it is. CGI crap. Don't do that, Microsoft. Next one. I'll Tata this one, but I know that you've had previous with the main series that this is based on. Tiny Tina's Wonderland, a spin-off of Borderlands.
Yeah.
Nah.
See, I don't know what this is.
Nah, chuck it.
Diablo type thing. No, not for me.
Tata that.
If 4, then yes, but
not for now.
Paul will be sucking the tea of this. He might want some of the action.
He will, but he'll be disappointed when no one else buys it. So he'll be playing on his own. Next one. I don't think it's got a shot, but I was mildly interested in the gameplay we've seen. Sifu, the martial arts game where you seem to like age as you die. Like you die and then your age goes up by a few years each time. They showed it the last Sony State of Play. It looks really interesting.
Yeah.
But again, no solid sort of details and actually how it works. It looks a tad awkward, is what I would say.
It's awful first showing. I was like, cool, this is PS2 footage. But is there a fly? I thought there was a fly in it.
The swatter.
Swatter. But yeah, I'd stick this in the maybe pile, I reckon.
All right, yeah. If it gets a chance, it may survive. A Plague Tale Requiem.
Now this is the other one that looks good. This is another Stalker-esque.
Have you played the first one?
Excuse me, I haven't. But it's just gone on Gold Game. No.
PlayStation Plus. PS5 version. 60 FPS glory. So maybe, because I've played it and I kind of liked it. I think everyone was mouthing off a bit too much. I say, for now, it doesn't go on. But if you get through that, maybe on the next one, you'd have played it and gone, right, I'm hyped for the sequel. And we can come back to it. So I was going to put it on the bin pile because... Oh, God. I was dreading this next game.
Right.
Forza Horizon 5.
Number 3. In.
Above Elden Ring.
Oh, for me... Yeah. I don't know what else could go that high.
Oh.
Nah, mate. Put Elden Ring at 3 and Forza at 4.
All right. So it gets full. So something's...
For me, Forza is very high. It could be... That's definitely coming this year.
Yeah, it is. But it's shit, in it?
Game.
So now we've got a problem because that's that issue I mentioned that's going to come back and sting us. We're at that stage because Stalker 2 in trouble here. It's been bumped off. Now we've been eyeing up Fable because it's just been a screen for so long.
Yeah.
Does that just come off and then Stalker goes in at 20? Fable binned.
Yeah, if it's just a screen,
it is.
Having it
again. It's one of those things that was announced last year, and we thought, we'll get nice juicy updates at E3, and we didn't. Absent. Next one, this is going in the fucking absent pile. Metroid Prime 4. Bin.
Yeah, another one.
They've restarted that and given it to Retro, apparently. Next one, in the bin, Elder Scrolls 6. Another screen. That ain't coming. That ain't even started yet, they said.
Chucked it, went, no, not for me.
Not for me. Gran Turismo 7. Nah.
Again, seen nothing.
Next Max Effect. Binned.
Chucker.
Dragon Age 4. Now, normally I'd fight for this, but I've been hearing it's live service. Binned.
Oh, Chucker. Still nothing. That was announced a long time ago as well.
Yeah.
Should have an update.
Exactly, absolutely. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time remake.
Oh, Biff's favourite.
Binned. Chuck it in the bin. Vampire, The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That's been restarted. That's not coming out. Binned. Here's one for you.
Oh, New World in at number 1.
That's not getting on the list. Paper said he's not going to play it. If he's the one who's fucking
went to the moon and back for this game,
fucking wanking over it, and then he's like, "Oh, I won't even play it if it doesn't work on my fucking 80-year-old PC running at 20 FPS." He's blaming the game for a 1060. It's getting gobbled up by it, and then he's got Dave in his ear roll saying, "Buy more RAM." I ain't gonna solve it, mate. Get a fucking PC. New one. Next. Sports Story.
Oh, yeah.
Golf Story, The Nightmare.
Oh, 20 hours. I did restart that again.
You restarted from scratch?
Nah.
Oh.
No, I just went back to where I was. I was still only halfway. I've still got another 15 hours.
It's a bad one. I'm going to say maybe pile.
Yeah, stick it to maybe because it is a fun game, but it's fucking long. Here he is.
Cool, Lapper's here. He's been caught out. I knew he was lurking. You can see the people in the chat. Skull and Bones, dead.
So there was an update on that.
Yeah, it's gone to the fucking bins, isn't it?
Let me just check the news. Now it's... Oh no. Devs... Oh no, they just detailed the trouble they've been having. That was it.
Yeah.
Fucking sack it.
Chuck it in the bin. Bayonetta 3, bin.
Binned. Cool. What happened to that game? Why she got them tits out?
I'm going to, just out of curiosity, I want to check exactly when it was revealed. Because it feels like it was fucking ages ago. The Game Awards 2017.
That was a fucking hell. That's when the bloody PS4 Pro came out. Yeah, it came out. That was the same thing as the Metroid Prime, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they were, or that year anyway. I think
Prime. You're within 3 years. Not even a fucking new title. Nothing.
Oh dear. Chuck her in the bin. What about this Suicide Squad game?
Again. So we've had more than a screen, but ain't had nothing, and that's been over a year now.
Yeah.
They just dropped a new film, so
chuck it.
Chuck it for now.
Shadow Warrior 3 is one of your ones.
Oh yeah.
It ain't come out, has it?
No, it's had gameplay and has a bit more about it, but the hype's not that big really. I'm nursing my way through the first game, and I've heard the second one's a fucking minefield because it's got full of loot boxes.
Oh god.
So nah.
Chuck it in the bin then. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Nah, I mean I would. It's not for what we've got on there. I mean I'll take off Forza Horizon 5. That's not an option.
Oh, it's up there.
So
Upper
chuck that away. Rainbow Six Extraction delayed to 2022. Another recent update since E3. So I'm going to say bin.
Oh, it was Quarantine, wasn't it? Now it's Extraction, is it?
It's Quarantine. Then there was another one that was Parasite, which was rumoured, and then it's Extraction.
Cool. Get mad. Sick of it.
Chuck it. Lord of the Rings Gollum.
Oh, absolute fucking Gollum. I've seen a bit of gameplay. It looks fucking weird as shit. Prog's favourite type of game, stealth. I don't know. This seems weird. I don't know who's greenlit this and gone, yep, that's what people want. A stealth Lord of the Rings game where you play as Gollum in a cartoony world. Who's asked for that?
Chuck it.
Chuck it.
Splatoon 3.
Not a chance.
Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope.
Get in the bins.
I ain't play. I want to play the first one, then maybe I'll change from one, but I haven't. So there's nothing.
Okay.
You know what? This list is looking quite bulletproof at the moment, and maybe I've missed a game or two, but still got a few more to go. But it's looking good. These boys will be happy that they've got on there. Arc 2 Vin Diesel edition.
Oh, does this remind me of Paper? Did he play the first one?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. The trouble I've always got about the Arc games is I think I dabbled on it there's like a free weekend on Xbox. They just ran like shit. And this is like, Paper's awful computer aside, he could have had the supercomputer with the RAM upgrade that Dave's promised him. The extra 8 gigs going to make it run like fucking grease lightning. And it's still, this game wouldn't run because it's just not been made properly. So I've got no confidence that they're not going to fucking do the same here. It's just going to have Vin Diesel's bald head roaring around. In the bins. Be interesting to see that though. Apparently that's fucking really popular, that game, amongst like youngsters.
Anime as well.
Yeah. There's an anime series coming. What the fuck?
As well. Diesel's front in the cash probably. They're gone, yep.
Maybe he fucking loves it. Anyway, not for us old men.
For me.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
See now, as much as again, it's a no because there's fuck all there. There's just like a CGI trailer.
Excellent.
But the type of game it is does tweak the nipples.
Yeah.
And Avatar, like
Ubisoft
cheese, then then I don't know. Maybe it's a maybe for me, but I haven't seen anything, so it don't deserve to go on.
The Outer Worlds 2, best trailer, but no info. Binned. When we actually get to see that game run. The trouble is with Obsidian, who make that, they've got to get Avowed done, and they're chucking out the second one of this.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's getting fucking blown away. Perfect Dark.
that was another CG trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sick of it.
Binned. Everwild has been fucking started from scratch, so binned.
Chance.
Was that Rare that was doing that?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
Diabolical. Indiana Jones. We've literally seen a title of it and a whip crack. Binned. Contraband. Oh, binned. Project 007. Binned. Ain't seen it.
No chance.
What about this little nipple twickler? Twickler? Overwatch 2.
Oh, Jeff trashes.
Jeff's gone. Binned. Executive decision made. Once Jeff lit, there's problems going on with that number 2.
Touching people and.
So that's that. So that's all the games I had listed. Was there anything that you had that's been missed, like a major blip?
Oh, eFootball.
Yeah, Pro Evo's dead. It's now called eFootball. Free to play Pro Evolution Soccer, basically.
The Master League, apparently. Which is like
so you play FIFA? Correct me if I'm wrong. Most years. What do you play when you play FIFA?
What's it called on that?
Career.
Career mode. I play that.
So now
I used to have an Ultimate Team, but you can't play against the computer anymore. So
been that.
So, yeah, I play career mode now.
So now, if FIFA went right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go free to play. So all you get from day one is Ultimate Team. But if you want, you can pay 20 quid. That's what you got to pay, and you'll get career mode. Would you not prefer that? Because then you haven't got to have all the other guff.
Yeah, I suppose if it is. Yeah, I suppose that's all right. But then if they start going, to sign another player, it's an extra £3.
Well, if they do that, then yeah. But apparently the Master League's just going to be the same, just that you buy it as DLC. So you just pay whatever the price that is. But if it's 40 quid, then maybe there's like a bit of a swindle. Anyway. Any other games for consideration?
What's that one? Oh yeah, what was that? That looked like shit though, didn't it? That Babylon?
Oh. And Babylon's Fall looked awful, and so did Final Fantasy Tutor.
Riders Republic. Age of Empires.
No.
WarioWare.
No. Company of Heroes 3, some people were talking about. No. Sorry. I need to play the first 2, maybe then, but not for now.
Pretty sure Rocksmith.
Plus, in it.
The Evil Dead game.
Yeah, it looks like the not Evil Within, what they call Dead by Daylight and the Friday the 13th. Asymmetric, is it that? Multiplayer. Hello. Yep.
Let's say my mic. I keep looking at them. No more heroes. Look fucking dreadful.
That's shit.
Now, here's the thing. There was game. Did you say you're going to shut me down with Ghost of Tsushima DLC / Director's Cut?
Yep.
Shut that shit down, as well as Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Both cut out of it.
Life, fair enough. Say la vie, say to me. Yep. I think that's it then. Is there anything?
Nothing I mean, look, it's not a 100% exhaustive list. Like, we never claimed that. They're just the ones that I'd seen and that we'd talked about previously.
Talked about live service. Oh, what is there? Another one. New GTA 6 coming 2025.
Don't exist, does it? It's lies. Fibs. People just fibbing.
But that's Gaming Bible that said that. They always tell the truth.
Yeah, according to Biff, they do. They clearly don't. They talk shite 95% of the time.
I think that's it, to be honest.
Right. That's going to be it. That's it. Close. Yeah, so there's 4 for consideration, which we'll come back to. But this is the list at the moment. So shout if there's anything that sounds silly bollocks on there.
Because
get him ready. Number 1, still reigning champion, God of War Ragnarok.
God of War. Yeah.
PS4 Compromised. Number 2, Horizon Forbidden West, PS4 Compromised. Number 3, Elden Ring, PS4 Compromised. Number 4, Forza Horizon 5, Xbox One Compromised. Number 5, Metroid Dread. The Switch is just compromised all over the gaff, so that just goes without saying.
4K option.
Breath of the Wild 2, or whatever it's going to be fucking called. Number 6. Number 7, Final Fantasy 16. It's been lucky there.
That's really.
Number 8, Starfield. Number 9, Dying Light 2. Number 10, Back 4 Blood. Number 11, Psychonauts 2. Number 12, Deathloop. Number 13, Far Cry 6.
Oh, so low.
Number 14, Halo Infinite. Number 15, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Number 16, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Number 17, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Well, the other one didn't even get a sniff.
What's the other one?
Diamond.
Nah, fuck them. Yeah. Number 18, 12 Minutes. Number 19, Dead Space. It's not anything, it's just called Dead Space. Yeah. Motive. Number 20, Stalker 2.
Right, so that's a pretty solid list.
I believe so.
I feel like just out of in terms of fairness, Stalker and Dead Space should probably swap.
Yeah, that's the first
thing I want to do.
Yeah, so Dead Space down at the bottom.
Yeah,
it'll be lucky to survive a couple more rounds, but it's there for now. The other one I was thinking of is, do we have Final Fantasy 2i? I mean, we did see like this. They did have like a little shitty bit of. I'm sure there's a small bit of gameplay in the Square conference. It was like 6 seconds long, but it's gone a bit quiet. But we have seen a fair amount of that to start with.
Yeah, that's true.
Because underneath it's Starfield, and I still feel like we've seen more of Final Fantasy. Just from that initial PlayStation thing we saw last year, but it has gone quiet, which we have been punishing. You can leave it.
Leave it, yeah.
There's nothing really I would. Maybe Dying Light 2 deserves to be higher than 9, like just because we're both seemingly quite interested.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Maybe that can go. Maybe we'll bump Starfield and Final Fantasy down, so 7 and 8. Put Dying Light in at 7. It's underneath Breath of the Wild, which is not bad for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
There you go, Techland. Don't say we don't give you anything. So that's now the new number 7.
We've seen a lot of that, haven't we, really? And it does look fucking scary as well.
Then really, I wouldn't fiddle too much.
No, I think that's all right. Psychonauts is quite hot. Yeah, that Halo Infinite.
Well, they only showed us the multiplayer, didn't they?
Yeah, they did show us like it was just a gameplay thing, and I was like, well, what's this? It was just literally cutscenes. I was like, well, it don't look any different from what you showed.
No.
So,
I'm happy to leave it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any. I mean, we've got Life is Strange, True Colours on the maybe pile. Nope. Battlefield 2042. Sorry, Pee-wee. Nope. Sifu. Nope. Sports Story. Nope. They're the 4 maybes. I don't think any of them deserve.
Fine. Yeah.
Chuck them.
That could change, but some stuff. But no, I think that's a pretty solid list, to be honest.
Right. I'm going to lock it in.
Not hyped for any of those games. 20.
Yeah, well, he only plays MMOs, so it's.
Yeah.
What does that say about he's a human being? Not good. Here we go. Quick 1 to 20, and then we'll probably call it. God of War, number 1. Number 2, Horizon Forbidden West. Number 3, Elden Ring. Number 4, Forza Horizon 5. Number 5, Metroid Dread. Number 6, Breath of the Wild 2. Number 7, Dying Light 2. Number 8, Final Fantasy 16. Number 9, Starfield. Number 10, Back 4 Blood. 11, Psychonauts 2. 12, Deathloop. 13, Far Cry 6. 14, Halo Infinite. 15, Guardians of the Galaxy. 16, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. 17, Pokemon Legends Arceus. 18, 12 minutes. 19, Stalker 2. 20, Dead Space Remake. Done. That's it. It's sealed. We're not touching it now. The chat are going mental.
They are.
The chat. There's people saying Rainbow Six Extraction. I mean, some of you boys need to sort your heads out. You're just chucking out garbage.
What's humankind? What Hall's on about?
No. It's not.
Forza isn't poor. It's fucking... Look at the reviews, mate.
Right.
9s across the board. Every year.
I don't particularly... I'm that and, Far Cry 6 are a disgrace, but I will allow those because there's other stuff on there that is controversial with 12 minutes, and people are saying Psychonauts now is controversial, which isn't, but 12 minutes, definitely lucky, but we'll see how that goes. Right, I'm going to call it off. We'll shut it down. And then you can squabble with the chat. They are twats. After the show has been done. But thanks for joining us this week on this edition of Idle Game Chat. If you want to support Idle Game Chat, it's patreon.com/Dimp Digital, or head over to twitch.tv/Dimp Digital, where you can subscribe or use your Amazon Prime subscription to give us some beer money. So both those options are available to you. To our current subscribers and patrons, thank you very much for supporting the show. It would still be going ahead without your help, though, so don't think you're that important. Anyway, nothing more for us to say here, though, other than thanks for your time and ta-da.
This was a Dimp Digital production.